Ooh, scary. Alan Wake 2. It's the second game. It's not the first one. It's not Alan Wake 1. It's the second one, Alan Wake 2. I haven't played the first one, but I've caught up with the story through an All You Need to Know video and some different sources. I'm not really versed, but I think I know enough for me to play this game. We're gonna go new game and we're gonna go normal.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster.
Ew.
And monsters wear many faces.
From the opening here, I think we can deduct there's not gonna be a pleasant ending to this game. Quite the contrast from the last video I put out, which was Super Mario Wonder. Night and day difference. So no, ooh. What's this? Lost in the dark, it's dark. A naked man. What do you need? This can't be Alan Wake. I want to see your face. I want to see your face. Oh. Okay. I'm playing as someone. The story in Alan Wake 1 began with Alan and Alice coming to this small town. I don't remember the small town, but there were some events in the 1950s, I think it was, where a character named Sane also went through the exact same thing that Alan Wake was. And this might just be the Sane character that we're playing right now.
Come on, Ed. We should go.
Already gone.
Don't leave me. Where are we going? I don't want to go down in that swamp. I'm gonna go into the dark forest. Ooh. Scaring me. Must be cold. Too bad we can't verify. Oh, we can! Sorry. It's cold. That's all I'm gonna say, it's cold. Oh. Whoa, shit. Jump scares. Not cool. Where are you? Show yourself. You can sprint by toggling left shift. If you call this sprinting. Well, obviously we're out of breath. We've been just treading water for a couple of hours, probably. Treading water for our life. Is that Alan or is that... Because in the DLC I think there was someone named... There was a doppelganger to Alan. We created a doppelganger in the ending of Alan Wake 1 that took Alan's place in the real world, and I think he became like a serial killer not wanting the real Alan Wake to get back to reality. Who's that? That's just a tree. Ugh. Oof. Scary. I'm not used to playing scary games. That's what scares me. I want to go to the light. Can I go to the light? No. Let's look at this. Leave no trace. No littering. No loitering. Get moving. Ooh, 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 ooh. Dark presences. Oh. What are we doing? We're dying is what we're doing. Oh! The cannibals? They're gonna cut us up. Oh, they're gonna torture us. They're gonna cut our penises off. No! Don't cut my penis off. We're the cult of the tree we watched tonight. Ooh!
Where's the rest of the stuff?
Where's the rest of the stuff?
What the fuck?
Ouch. Oh, right through the rib cage. Oh, that is not a pretty sight. No, it's not. A lot of questions in the beginning here. A lot of questions. Are we gonna get the title? Alan Wake 2. $11? Oh, then we missed quite a few sequels to the first one. Here we go.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will.
Bye, kiddo. Is this the FBI agent that we're gonna be... Yeah, that's our second playable character. Or third now then, because I don't think Alan Wake was the first one.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Are they husband and wife? Or siblings?
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay.
Is the Dark Presence, everything that happens in the Dark Presence, like coming over to the real world? Because looks like these guys are from the real world and they're going to investigate this murder, this slaughtering that we just witnessed.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
It's not a lake, it's an ocean. That's what Alan said.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1. Invitation. Get to the crime scene. Find the deputies.
Memorizing. Before we get swallowed up by the trees.
The map displays key locations in the area. Okay, so we got...
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
What about me? You're not gonna leave me. Let's check the map. What do we have? We got the parking lot, rental cabins, Bone Leg Path, general store, witch's hut, and witch's ladle, and Witchfinder Station. Cauldron Lake campgrounds. Oh, we got goals. Control. Okay. Oh yeah. Get to the crime scene. P for player. That's us. Zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. Mind place tab. Okay, so you waiting for me now? You just told me that you were gonna check it out yourself. I can check it out. Who's this? Is that the deputy? Okay, Cauldron Lake rental cabins.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right?
That's right.
Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
I'm in charge here. Hey, look at me. I'm the captain now.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
We don't take kindly to strangers. Okay, I could use a briefing. Any witnesses to the crime? I could use a briefing.
About the crime scene.
Yeah.
I was getting to that, Thornton.
Is that a direct radio? Don't you have a button to push?
We reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Stoop observation. No wonder they call FBI.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night. Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton?
No.
But don't worry.
Of course not.
Sheriff Breaker took him back to town a while ago.
Okay, let's look at that body. Oh, it's gonna be crazy if the body is not the
I
same.
want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure.
I'm not sure
that's
why
real
that
simple.
would be, but
Just through the hole in the fence.
just to throw us
down
off.
the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Oh, I think we need to crouch. She just crouched on her own.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
And how do we do that? Oh, okay. We're gonna take a look at the horizon. Is that correct? No? How do I look at the clues? We're not gonna look at the clues, are we? Very nice. It's a very nice view. No. Come on.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Ah, okay. You can access the case board inside the mind place. Case board.
The Mind Place.
Oh,
My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the
Smart.
board.
Let's check out the case board. What do we have?
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay. The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Progress. Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. You can use to look around, zoom in. Cauldron Lake murders. I can't open anything, no. A series of murders occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connection will help our search for the killer. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrist. In a shallow grave. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. They are harvesting organs then for everyone. Heart removed. Yeah. All bodies experience bloating. Because everyone is... Are they bloated because they've been in water? Amassing water? Deep gash in the chest, heart missing, bruising on wrist and legs. Ooh. Ugh. What do we have here? Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. The murder targets have no discernible common traits. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Oh, so they tattoo their victims after they've killed them? Psychos. Cases. No cases. Okay, let's...
already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started.
Do not visit
Let's
the Maiden
head down
place
the hill to the crime scene.
when we have enemies.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
Oh, we can run.
Not that old.
F to interact. Mirror peak. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Let's run.
Fucking nature.
Let's get down to the not so sharp tool in the tool shed.
Die.
We'll go to the left.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Sure, it looks fine, cozy, and beautiful now.
Should've brought another
Wasn't so
rock.
cozy when we got stabbed and butchered.
The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Alright, Thornton, lead the way.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
Yes, all the time.
UFO cover-ups.
Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Poor Thornton. Let's just investigate the most important parts.
Nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Are you...
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
I thought that was a question to him. It's a question for us, isn't it? How do I inspect the corpse? Mind place. No? There's clues. Oh, here we go. We have to...
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You unlocked your first key image. You can place it in the case board inside your mind place. Let's go into the case board.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Another body? Just as we arrive. Okay, so we're actually not here to investigate this murder. I thought we were. I thought that's why we were here. It will prompt a new question. Consistent with previous murders, okay? Goals. Yes, goals. Investigate the crime scene. Where did... Oh, is this another room? Cases. Oh, okay. So we're actually here to investigate the other cases, and this body just turned up. I thought this was the other way around. That the other case was like put on hold and then we got a new body, but... Another lead. Oh, okay. We have to investigate the body further. You can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Yeah, that's from...
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Bruises, we know that game.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Yeah, just like the other one. So it's all the other bodies combined into one then. Case board. Clues. Major chest trauma, heart, yeah, can be placed onto the open question. Okay.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders.
Oh, so I don't need to be the detective here. She does the work.
This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues has been resolved. And now we get 2 new questions. Victim, who's the victim and who's the killer or killers? Okay. Investigate the crime scene. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Yes.
Who is our victim? Who killed him?
Do we have a wallet? No, we have a shoe print. Shoe
Multiple
print.
people were here. Multiple killers?
I need to go back.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Deduction available. Okay, so we can go into the mine case and she's gonna tell us something. But let's go and find out what we can find about this one first.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
They were filming the...
Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here.
Sounds like a party.
Waiting.
Tripod and beer. Someone has been making home movies. Case board. Let's go in here. Clues. For later. Okay. Multiple sets of footprints. Heavy blood splatter on the table. Killer, I guess. Or can I move them? No. They really made a mess here. Caught up in the act or just sloppy work. Multiple sets of footprints.
Keep trying.
Oh, sorry. Killer, of course. Multiple killers.
Footprints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Yes, quite the party. Morbid humor. Rawr. Do we have anything more? Am I supposed to go in here again now when we found these? No. Come on. Where to now? Let's investigate further into the... Ah, here we go. This is where they meet up first. Oh, ritualistic.
Twig sculpture.
And what do we have? Confused, follow these steps. They have steps. Wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge, take a nap.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Oh, well, we had the twigs, didn't we? We had the twigs. So it's a triangle upon a triangle. Yeah. Isn't this supposed to open it? So there's more clues to it then. Probably more twig sculptures.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
You've already left them. Another one. So there's 2 of those. Exact same. You can use the to activate Saga's flashlight. Okay. A lot more beer. Unopened. Pizza. We got some gas. Gas for the stove. Ah, and then another one. So in order, it should be 2 on top of each other, and the last one should be 2 next to each other. Could that be correct? I thought I had it. 2 next to each other, like that one. Or is it the other way around? No. Twigs.
Hey, Casey.
Twigs.
What's the Forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so the red ones might be the actual combination.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
That might be it. So we have the diagonal triangles, and then we have the upside down triangles, and then we have the left one. Or on top of each other. Oh, I'm not gonna remember that. Diagonally on top. Diagonally on top. Diagonally on top. Diagonally on top. Wasn't this correct? Diagonally on top, next to each other. We see this one first, diagonally. On top. Ah, there's another one. My plan has failed. There's a lot of graffiti here. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and much more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in the big house by the lake, preparing it. I know it. First drawing, waterline, real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structure, strange machines. That was a tough one. Mm-hmm.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side Slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Nothing in this cooler. They're obviously not cooling their beer, so it's not going to be beer. The deer... Is it going to be the majority symbol that we see that's going to be used everywhere? Because then it's that one, isn't it? Sleeping bag. Sleeping arrangements here is top notch. I would live here. Don't tell me I'm getting stuck on this already. Let's move on. Oh, let's go into the creepy forest. I know. Let's check here. What do we have here?
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
UFOs. I'm writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. after I finished my armor on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon, as expected. It led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. UFOs, the ultimate guide to spotting unidentified objects. Flying objects. Okay. And we had another clue here. Cold case.
Kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless
Manuscript.
jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
How do you like the knitting, hero? Just for you. Thank you. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Let's check out a weapon upgrade. Pistols. I got 3 manuscript fragments, pistols. More bullets. Oh, I don't have enough. Again and again. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. Magazine size by 50%. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for an extended duration. That's not too bad. Am I going deeper into the forest or am I going towards my colleagues now? I can move in this direction and then I'm gonna go back. Conversation, new choices. I thought I was gonna be able to go up here. Yes, I can. We're back. Yes, we are. Okay, let's see if you can help me with the riddle. With the combination.
Still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Is that a threat?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Clues can be discovered by speaking to people. You knew the victim?
You knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Ouch.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what
Yeah,
was
but he
going
just
on.
died, didn't he?
Probably something this town wants to forget.
He's not been here for 13 years. Unless there's like a connection to the dark world. And the dark world like leaks over to the real world. and this has taken its time. So we were, in the beginning, we were back in 2010 playing this character. Nah.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
No, let's not think that we're gonna get a happy ending.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Oh, in the Mind Palace place. I mean, for later. Casey Nightingale went off the deep end. So we have the victim here. Thornton, victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen Bright Falls 13 years ago. Okay, now we're gonna get the help that we need
FBI came to Bright Falls
to open that
13 years ago.
cooler. Premeditated or spontaneous. Tripod found near. Yeah, so premeditated. They were going to film the whole murder. Cooler and beer bottles left nearby.
They planned for the murder to happen here. Passing the time with equipment ready.
I should work for the FBI. Yes.
But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Victim came from. Oh. Cutscene.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
We're moving around in the Mind Place? This place is huge. Much larger and a lot more cramped than my brain. She's probably smarter. You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the head of suspects and victims. Okay. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. Let's use the intuition then. Oof. Ah! Listen to those sounds.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
It's an ocean.
It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Oh, she's psychic or something?
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
That's creepy. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now, after 13 years? Where has he been? So has he been in the dark place, just like Alice, for 13 years? I'm not sure if they didn't mention Nightingale in any of the recaps that I looked through, so I'm not sure. Clues. 3 points of interest.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Okay, so now to the important stuff. The cold Casey lunchbox. This is where we need to focus. Put all our energy into. All our resources. What? Here we go. What does it say? Cauldron Lake area. Okay. What goals do we have? Check the lake shore. Hmm?
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Okay, so we're gonna go down to the lake then. And the lake...
This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
You do that, Thornton. You organize things here while we go and get help.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure.
Let's
Not
jog.
that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me.
Where did you go?
Doing skinny dipping at this time of year.
Haven't figured that part out
Did I
yet.
go the wrong way?
Lots of questions.
Yeah.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
Witch's Ladle.
Witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers if she was not a witch before she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. Sounds suspiciously like the case we're on right now. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes. Oh, because... Was his name Sane, the writer from the 1950s, which was here before Alan Wake? He actually wrote into the story that he took her heart, I think, to kill her, but that didn't kill her. What do we have? A blocked path. You're not gonna tell me anything? You're just gonna turn around, leave me here?
Tracks. Barefoot.
Barefoot tracks. Mm-hmm.
They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Didn't you see this? I can't acquire it? Wouldn't that be a lead? Felt like a message was a message. Okay. Oh, okay.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Is that Wake's? Like a manuscript? Yeah.
Page of a story.
Are we now entering the story just because we're gonna read it?
It's for us. The
Oh,
text
so
is
we're...
about us.
Alan Wake is
The
writing us
victim
in
was
right
one of
now.
their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words. These
words
words felt like a message.
felt like a message.
Yeah.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
That's creepy. Just imagine reading that.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right.
The achievement
right
did
up
not
my
fit
alley.
the scene,
Nightingale
the
came
atmosphere
this
at
way.
all.
Either he
Figure
dropped
out what
this
happened with
page,
Nat Nightingale.
or the killers left it for us.
Manuscript. Profiling. Case We need to go into the case. Murder at Cauldron Lake, right? We have 2 new ones. We got the footprint emerging from under the rock. Victim came from the lake. This, I mean, you actually kind of feel like a detective. This is actually kind of cool. Trail has gone cold. Damn it.
I think he came from the lake.
Anything else? Oh, for later?
Make no sense.
Reading the words, these words felt like a message. Someone playing a game with them. Alan, you dog. Manuscript. This one. We already read it, so I don't need to read it again. Nightingale, the page.
Found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
Mm-hmm.
I must find out what.
Nightingale. Oof. Has something hidden inside of him. No, we're not gonna go and dig inside a person. We're not a mortician. No.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
God damn it. We actually are.
See, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Shouldn't we just investigate the body right here, right now? On the picnic table?
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it.
Ugh.
Text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
You made it
Deciding
back.
what happens to
Good.
who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked.
Mm.
The next chapter.
Yes, we
Hope you
do.
didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
You're great, Thornton. Thumbs up to you.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Are you just gonna stand there? Give me the key! Hand me the key! This is a power move. I'm not gonna let you manipulate me. Give me the fucking key. Thank you, Thornton, for nothing.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's
Yeah.
try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
We're hitting up the shortcut. Shortcut key. Follow me.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
This is
Deputies aren't exactly up to
creepy
the
woods.
task,
There's
but
nothing
hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise.
cozy about this
deputies.
forest at all.
Doubt they see much. stuff
Fucking
this
scary.
way.
It's like a thick fog inside this murderous woods. You're sick. You're sick suggesting we should go for a hike. Sick! Let's get a move on. I want to get out of here. I want to
Can't
talk
get
with
the
the
crews all together yet. Heart removed.
diners.
Tripod. Tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in
It was a bad heart.
for us to find.
Have we used up the shortcut key now? Hike up the trail. Where are we going? We're going left. Oh, he's showing me the way anyways. I'll take lead.
Here we are.
There's our car.
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Let's. Bright Falls.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
I'm gonna leave the first episode here. We're gonna pop off chapter 2 in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Bye.